Hi guys, it's Kaden King. Welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to sit down and really make this video because the past 3-4 weeks of my life have been a personal hell. I thought I would never be in this position. I thought this would never be how my life would turn out. I had so many dreams and ambitions and plans for myself, and I just thought it would go a lot differently. And I think life always surprises you like that. And I think that you just think your life is gonna be in such a different space, and it's not. I wanted to do this so badly with Kyle, and yesterday I tried. I told him to come down, and he did, and he was so willing. And basically we sat in his car and we filmed a video, and I was really proud of it, and I was really happy with everything I got to say, and I just laid all my feelings out on the table, and we were good. I told him everything that had happened, and we were happy, and I thought we were gonna be friends, and I thought everything was just gonna be fine. And then he left and he edited the video, and he called me, and I watched it with him on FaceTime, and I said, you know, this is perfect. Like, it's not great, but it's so raw. And I really felt like I was sharing my emotions, and I felt like I was just being honest, and I laid down all my guards, and I just said everything that had been happening, and I really believed in this video. And I fucked up just as much as he did, and I'm just as much to blame for the breakup, and I'm just as awful, and I'm just as selfish, and I've done just as much as he has. And I was really just happy with the way everything went, and I said my feelings and he said his, and I said, go ahead, the video's perfect, I love it. And he's like, I'm just gonna edit the beginning. I'm not gonna take out anything you said. I'm just gonna keep it raw, and I'm just gonna make the intro shorter because we didn't know how to start the video. And I was like, great, it's perfect, post it. And then he posted it, and I said this nice message of just about people sending love and not hate. And like I told him, like I just said, I want us to be friends so badly. Like, I love you. Like, we were both horrible. We made horrible decisions, and we both did horrible things to each other, and like, it's gonna be fine. And we posted this video, and we said we were gonna have each other's backs, and I didn't watch it. And then my mom came home, because I'm living at my mom's right now, and we talked about it, and my mom was like, well, what happened? And I'm like, well, maybe you should watch the video and just tell me what you think. So I showed her, and I was listening to it, and I felt utterly just so betrayed that someone could do that to me. He completely edited the video after he showed me a version where I said my truths. He took out every single thing that I said that he was doing wrong, and he took out all these things that I wanted people to know. And I don't just think it's me, but I think it's mutual. And I can say I fucked up, but I feel like Kyle couldn't, and he edited out all these things. So I called him and I questioned it, and I said, I'm really upset. You took out things that I wanted you to leave in there. And I, for a fact, told him, like, this was so important to me, and I loved this video, and you destroyed it, and you lied to me, and you went behind my back, and you took things out. And at first he said, no, I didn't. And I pressured him, and I questioned him, and I said, you did. Don't lie to me right now, please. Like, this is so important to me, and you took things out of the video that I wanted in there, and that meant so much to me. And he finally, I don't have proof, but he finally admitted. He said, I took it out, and he started bawling. And I got so mad and upset, because I'm like, here you are doing it again to me. You took out stuff that I said when you kept everything in that you said I did wrong, but you took out all of like the pain and the hurt I felt in the past 3 years of our relationship, how much you've hurt me, and I've just been through a lot, and I'm struggling with things, and he took it all out. And I got really upset, and I said, delete the video. I don't know why you would do this. And I stood up for myself, which is something I have never done in our relationship. It's so complex that you guys don't know because there's so many things that went on behind the scenes. I have never stood up for myself, and last night I let him have it. I was like, you fucking just lied to me. You lied to my face. You took out things that I wanted in that video and that I thought were going to be in it, and you posted it, and you were okay with that, and you didn't want to look bad. And I don't care if I look bad. Like, if you want the truth, I cheated on Kyle. I was so upset for the past 3 years that I just kept believing someone telling me that they loved me after fuck up, after screw up, after them saying all this shit. I cheated on him. Like, I fucked up just as much as he did. But for someone to not have the balls enough to say that they fucked up, and this story may be going a little bit all over the place right now, but there are so many things I haven't told you about me and Kyle's relationship that has been on the down low, that's been a secret, that he didn't want to talk about, that he made me feel bad for. Like, from day one of dating Kyle, I love that man, and he made me feel so special, and I was such an insecure person when I met him, and he made me feel so loved and so worthy to be, like, with him. He strategically, and I didn't realize this at the time, and I just was so happy that someone was making me feel so loved. He isolated me from my friends. He said, I don't like your friends. I think they're annoying. I think they're inconvenient. I think you should just stop with all of them. Like, hang out with my friends. And I was so in love with him, and I was so scared of him leaving me that I did that. I closed off the door from all of my friends. I stopped talking to literally everyone. And I thought that, because I thought that was going to make him happy. Like, I thought that was going to be, like, the key to, like, saving my relationship and, like, making it work. So I closed off all the doors from my friends, and I said, I love this boy so much, I'm willing to do anything. I gave up being with all of them, and then that was just a step. That was just something I felt like Kyle wanted me to do, so I was just more alone, and I needed him. I think that was Kyle is such an amazing person, so I don't want to hate on him, but I think he wanted me to be alone, so I needed Kyle so much more. And he isolated me from my family. He said he would put these ideas in my head, like, your mom's evil, don't talk to your mom, like, she treats you so awful, and, like, don't talk to your dad, he's a dick, like, don't associate with any of your family. I don't like them. I think they're evil. I think they're annoying. I think they're hurting you, which he pried on my emotions because part of that was true. So I believed him, and I did what he said because I wanted to be with him so badly, and his family was so nice and so welcoming that I said, okay, cut off my family. I don't need them. Your parents treat me so good, and it just felt good, and his parents, like, did so much for, like, Christmases and birthdays, and so I cut all of that off, and I said, okay, I'm cutting off all of my parents. Like, I don't have anyone anymore. Like, you are it, Kyle, and I'm willing to be with you, and I'm willing to be with your family, and I'm willing to just embrace what's going on between us. And I worked 24/7. I had 2 jobs. I worked from 9 to 5, and I would come home, and I would film for Kyle, and I worked so hard on what he wanted his business to be, and this brand we were working on, and he wanted to move to LA, and that was not my dream. I wanted to go to school so badly. Like, something about that was just so important to me, and it was just something my parents drilled into my brain, and it meant a lot to me. And I said, fuck it. I said, I'll give up school. I will give up literally everything I've ever wanted in life if it means that you get your dream, because I love you so much, and you made me believe all of these things, and you've made me feel so loved when I am so insecure. And I think you also made me realize, like, you know, that's kind of a part of me too. Like, I've never really had passions in life, and I've always wondered, like, what my purpose is, and, like, you kind of helped me with that, with being on social media, because I love it so much, and I love what it does for you guys. And I just said, fuck it, like, I'll do anything for you because I love you, and, like, you made me feel all of these amazing things that, like, I'm willing to do it. And he wanted me to sell my car when we moved to LA, and I had this cute, like, BMW. Loved that car so much, but I said, fuck it, I will sell it. I'll do anything. And I sold that car, and I remember the day I sold it. So sad to give it up because it made me so happy, which is dumb because it's a stupid fucking car. Like, it doesn't fucking matter, but I loved that car. Like, sold it, and that was like a big fucking deal, and I don't think I realized that, and I couldn't tell him because I was so upset, and I was trying to show him how much I loved him that I sold it, and I said I didn't give a fuck, and like, I was so sad that day, and I was so heartbroken, and I went home crying, and I was so upset because it was such a lot for me to sell that car because I loved that car so much. And it just sucks because during the time that me and Kyle have been together, like, I haven't been able to talk about this because it's hard. And I've never told anyone, and I've tried to keep it such a secret, but guys, God, I don't know how to say this because it's hard, and I don't want you guys to hate on Kyle, and it's been hard for me, but and I'm so scared of you guys not believing what I say, but Kyle did stuff to me throughout our whole relationship, the whole 3 years we were together, and I even tried to call his parents and tell them about it, and I just feel like they didn't believe me, but I promise I'm not fucking lying. The whole 3 years me and Kyle were together, there was physical abuse going on in our relationship. Like, it's not bad to the point where I had to go to the hospital or get stitches or anything, but like, Kyle would punch me. Kyle would grab my face hard and put me on the ground and say, do you want to fucking die? He said those fucking words to me. He said, for a fucking fact, do you want to die? I will never forget him grabbing my face, holding me down on the ground in an argument and saying, do you want to fucking die? He goes, when we would get in fights, I'm not saying I wasn't a part to play, because I tried so hard to never call him names, and I tried so hard to never say anything mean because I knew I would regret it, but these arguments, and I'd say, please just stop touching me, Kyle, like, this makes me upset. Like, I've witnessed physical abuse between my stepdad and my mom. Like, please don't fucking do this to me. And I would think in those moments, like, it's so dramatic, but I would think, like, am I gonna die right now? Upset and be like, shut up, like, stop talking, like, I'm leaving, and I would beg, like, please don't leave, like, you're the only person that's made me feel loved. But at the same time, like, how could someone that makes you feel so loved do that to someone? Like, he would grab me and he's punched me in the car, and we've tried to film YouTube videos before, and he's gotten so upset because I don't see his direction and I don't see where he's trying to go with the videos, and he would get mad. And even in LA, he would hit me in the car and he'd punch me. I would get so upset and I would cry and I'd be like, please just don't hit me, don't touch me, I don't like it, like, it upsets me, like, it freaks me out. And you would do that to me, and he would say, I'm so sorry, like, I'm never gonna do that to you again. And he'd be like, I just get in this dark space and I don't know where it comes from, like, please forgive me, like, don't be scared, like, I love you, like, I'm never gonna do this to you again. And he would do it, and he would say he would never do it again, but then he fucking did it a million times over. I'm not fucking kidding you. On the 4th of July, we tried to go to a movie together, and he grabbed my arm and he twisted it because we were in an argument about something. I can't remember what it was, and he grabbed my arm hard and he twisted it, and because we were in an argument, and I'm loud when we're in arguments, but that doesn't give you a right to fucking touch someone. And he would twist it and he would hurt me, and I'd be really sad, and I'd be like, please stop, like, that fucking hurts me, and I've told you a million times, like, don't do that to me. And he would just keep doing it, and it hurt, and I would stop, and then he would leave and he'd feel bad, and then I would go into work and I'd have this bruise on my arm and people would fucking ask me like, what the fuck is that from? And I'd be so scared that they were gonna find out that like someone was hitting me, and like that's a lot for me to like try to tell someone, because I don't feel like it's gonna be believed or perceived as like someone hurting me, and I'd get so upset and I'd panic when people would ask me. And when we broke up, when me and Kyle officially like broke up, like I tried to call his parents and I tried to explain to them, like, your son is a beautiful, like, amazing guy, but like he fucking hurt me like physically. Like, I know I'm another boy, so it's not like, it doesn't seem as bad, but those of you who know me, like, I'm a very feminine like boy. I don't like abuse. I'm very girly. I don't like hitting, and I would try to hit Kyle back and say, please don't do this to me, like this hurts, and I try to scare him, but I'm just not as strong as he is, and like me hitting him, like, it does nothing because it doesn't hurt him and it doesn't scare him. And I tried to call his parents and tell him, like, your son has been like physically abusing me, and like it's really hard to tell people because I don't feel like his parents listened to me, and I felt like they thought I was a fucking liar, and they thought like, this kid's fucking lying, like he doesn't know fucking shit, like people hit each other in relationships all the time, but like I'm telling you, it wasn't just like Kyle being like, oh, you're so annoying, like punching me. It was Kyle going to a very dark place. And it was Kyle grabbing me. Like, what do I have to gain by telling like this? Like, I feel so fucking weak as a person to have to admit this. Because it's like, why didn't you fucking leave? Why didn't you fucking tell anyone? I was fucking terrified. I was in LA by myself. I didn't have my parents, and I didn't have any friends, and everyone that I knew Kyle, and I was just scared I would go back to him. And it's not right what he did to me, and it's not right that I feel like he can't admit it. We filmed a video and he took out so much shit, and I talked to him that day while we were filming, and he said, my parents don't think I fucking touched you. Like, my parents don't think I fucking laid a hand on you. And that's really hard to hear, because it's like, you're telling me all the feelings that I have felt are invalid, and like all the times that I've been so scared I was gonna die are invalid, and then I feel like this fucking crazy person that's going through shit, crying and so upset at me, like, why would my boyfriend hit me? Like, what am I doing wrong? And then you to just tell me that I'm fucking making it up in my head. I'm not. Like, you choked me that fucking night. I went to that boy's house and you tried to tell me you just touched the back of my neck. No, you fucking touched the front of my neck, and I screamed stop, and you wouldn't stop, and I was so scared. I went and I called the boy and I said, please come get me, and the boy came and got me, and the first thing I said when I got in the car, he said, what are the fucking bruises on your neck? And I looked and there were marks on the front of my neck, and I had to explain to someone who has been so fucking kind to me and has looked at me as such a amazing human. That was the first person I had to tell that Kyle had been being rough with me, that Kyle was showing this other side that people have never seen, that he was hurting me, and someone that looked up to me so much and had so much love for me, I had to be like, I'm being beaten up and I can't tell anyone. And that boy, as sweet as he was like, that's not fucking right. And I knew it wasn't fucking right, but it was so hard to tell people, and I felt so weak. And I thought this boy was never gonna fucking talk to me again because I'm such a weak bitch. He said that, like, it's gonna be okay, like, no man should ever treat you like that. And This boy who did so much for me, and I don't think he realizes what he did. And I've had a different view of alcohol than Kyle for a long time, and every time I've tried to drink, Kyle's made me feel like shit, and he said, I'm gonna break up with you, you're a fucking horrible person. Like, alcohol is awful. Like, I can't believe you would do that shit to me, and like why you would drink. And he always was so hard on me about alcohol, and he gave me so much fucking shit for it for so many years. He almost broke up with me over it once because I drank with this boy and his girlfriend, and like I just tried to have fun for once, and he got so mad. He's like, I'm gonna dump you. And then I find out when we were in LA, he went over to our friend's house and he tried alcohol. Like, Kyle has given me so much shit over alcohol for so long. And he said, you're a fucking awful, disgusting human being for doing that. I can't believe you would do that to your fiance. He's tried it. He stuck his tongue in it, and he didn't even fucking mention it. The way I found out was from the friend that he had tried alcohol, and I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, he would give me so much shit about drinking, but it just makes me feel good, and it makes me not have all these walls, and it allows me to talk freely about myself. That he would try alcohol without talking to me first, or saying, he gave me all this shit about we're a relationship and we're a team, and like, but you're gonna fucking like abandon all of that and try alcohol by yourself without talking to me, and you're just gonna think it's okay. And I remember him coming home and me find me out and me saying, like, that's not fucking okay that you did that to me for so many years and you're just casually trying it. And he said, you can't be mad, I barely tried it, like I stuck my tongue in it, like you're fucking dumb, like why would you think that? And he made me once again feel so stupid for questioning him. Like, he did something like that to me where he made me feel so fucking guilty, but like he tries it and it's fine, like it's not a problem. Like, he just does shit like this all the time to me, and it makes me so upset. And I would never, our whole relationship, I probably did it maybe a handful of times, okay? I'm not perfect. I'm fucking just as bad as he is, but I never fucking name called him anything. I never tried to say trash to him because I grew up with that shit. It was just very fucking important to me that I never in life said anything to fucking anyone that I would regret. I always tried to hold it in and say, I'm never gonna say fucking a name to someone. I'm never gonna say go to hell. I'm never gonna say something that I know I would fucking regret. Kyle always said shit to me. He had said, do you want to fucking die for a fact? When I hung out with that boy, he said, you are fucking done in this world. I'm gonna fucking expose you all over social media. He has said, go fucking kill yourself. He has said horrible things like, you don't deserve me, like you're gonna have no fucking anything without me, like you're worthless. He has said so many things to me in the 3 years I've been with him in our relationship. And he has just said awful, horrible things to me and name called, saying all these horrible things about me. And I don't think ever, maybe okay at 3 times at most, I have said something back because I've been so hurt. But I knew in my heart, like, we were always going to get over things, so I never threatened breakups. I never threatened everything. He threatened the whole fucking scale. He said, I'm going to break up with you. Or people are going to know how awful you are. And he would always live to regret it. And he'd say, I'm so sorry, like, I'm never going to fucking do this to you again. And he would just do it again. And he would say such awful shit. And I told you we filmed a breakup video, and he fucking edited out everything I said about him doing all this shit to me and being so abusive, but he made sure he kept in all the things I was doing wrong. Like, I I can fucking admit it, like, I cheated on my boyfriend, okay? I had been going through this mental shit for 3 years, feeling so fucking alone, feeling like no one fucking loved me. I seriously felt like everything Kyle did nice to me that was so pure and true and that I love him for. I can't help but wonder, every nice thing he did, it was on film. It was on camera. It was for a video. He bought me the most beautiful Michael Kors watch that I will always cherish, but it was a fucking video. He proposed to me in Disneyland, my favorite place on earth, for a fucking video. Like, I can't help but think, like, everything's for a fucking video and everything's such for a fucking angle, and you can't tell me that's not true, because our breakup video was supposed to be something entirely different, and he edited it to fit his favor. Like, he did so much shit, and he did literally everything to just, I feel like, make him look good and make me look so bad. And I have given up everything for you. I have felt so in love that I was willing to throw away my friends, my family, just to make sure that your dreams came true. I gave up college. I gave up everything, like, to just reach this point in our relationship is so fucking sad, you know? Like, I've just been through a fucking lot, okay? And if you want to really fucking know the truth about this boy came into my life. And he was so fucking beautiful and just so fucking everything. And he wanted to be a part of my world. He wanted me to be a part of his world. He said how much he liked me. And just, he was being so nice. He introduced me to all of his friends. And when I felt this way for 3 fucking years because someone only allowed me to work, not talk to fucking anyone, come home and film, and just make everything look good for the camera, came into my life, and he said, you know, you are such a fucking special person. Like, you do not deserve to be fucking treated this way. He even went out one night and yelled at Kyle and said, not yelled, but just was like, I've heard everything you fucking said to Kaden, and it's not fucking right. Like, it's so fucking disrespectful and fucking rude and awful, and you've just said awful things to Kaden, like, go to hell, I'm gonna expose you. Like, that's not fucking okay. Like, if you ever do this to men again, like, you are fucking grass. Like, I will beat the shit out of you. And I just feel like that's how Kyle has talked to me my whole relationship. I get that's not right for another man to yell at my fiance, but that's just how I felt in the moment. Like, every time Kyle's yelled at me, like, I don't believe Kyle's a bad person at all, and I love him, but, like, he's been in such a fucking dark place to yell at me like this. To have someone fucking stick up for me for once. And I met this boy, and he just made me feel everything and more when I was in my fucking lowest place. I understand, like, what cheating means and how awful it is, but I felt such a low for so long because this man made me believe how much I loved him and how much I didn't want to lose him, but he was just doing the same fucking thing to me. I totally get it, okay? But then this other man came into my life and he treated me like gold. He put me on top of the fucking world, and I gave him everything he wanted. Even after that, he was the most loved I have ever felt. The most love I think I'm ever gonna feel. He gave me everything. Like, he made sure I was okay. Like, so much was going on. He made me feel loved. He stuck up to Kyle. Like, he's not the reason I ended my relationship, but he made me realize, like, what I had been going through for so many years. He made me feel so loved and worthy, and he said he was so gorgeous, and he said, you are worth it, Kaden. You, like, don't deserve this. And he introduced me to all of his friends. They just made me feel such a fucking high. I finally felt like you're right, I don't fucking deserve this from Kyle. And I just feel like proof from everything he's done about lying to me, about changing the video that our breakup video, and like, him being just so fucking shady about shit that it was all about fucking views. Like, no offense, but I feel like that's all it was for him, was views, and like my feelings didn't matter. He just found someone who was cute and people liked. And I mean, it's proof I did really fucking well. I made him a lot of money, and I tried to give someone what they wanted for so long that I was done. And this man came into my life and he made me feel so fucking special. So yes, I fucking cheated. And I fucking did that, but I had parents who were fucking cheated on. I had parents who went through this shit, and I said, I'm never gonna be like that. I'm never gonna be like them. I'm never gonna do this. But then you get to a place where you felt like fucking shit. Beautiful man that I will never hate. I've never had any ill feelings towards came into my life, and he said, you're fucking beautiful and you're fucking worth it. And he was gorgeous. He defended me to all of his friends, and he took me to the beach one day, and he picked me up and he kissed me, and I'm sorry, but I can never feel fucking sorry for that. Like, I feel bad if it caused Kyle any hurt, but someone made me feel so fucking loved, and I will never regret that day ever, no matter how much fucking hate I get. Someone just finally made me feel loved, and I didn't feel like it was for views. I didn't feel like it was for money. And someone made me feel so loved, and I just felt like they wanted nothing in return. And that's just my story. And gave me the most amazing 2 weeks of my life, and he made me realize, like, I'm above everything Kyle's done to me. And I know I've done shit to Kyle, okay? Like, I'm not fucking perfect. Like, I fucking get it. But just, I've been through so much shit. And this man made me feel so special. And he just gave me everything. So you go ahead and you call me a cheater, because that's my fucking sin at the end of the day. But, like, at least now you know what I've been fucking going through. My friend that I gave everything to, and he just, I feel like wanted views. I'm sorry, but that's what I feel like you wanted. I don't feel at the end of this that you wanted me. I feel like you wanted fucking clout, and he's not even talking to me. I called him out for him editing that video yesterday and taking out all the bad things I said about him, and he hasn't called me since, because we were supposed to sit down and film a video together, and I was gonna say that I had the fucking balls to cheat on him, but he needed to say that he had the fucking balls to hit me, and he still hasn't. And that just fucking hurts my heart. And that boy, he made me feel like so much fucking love. Like, I don't care. I didn't expect anything from him. Like, he's the one that made me finally realize my worth in life. And, like, I am worth something, and I'm gonna do it in life. And, like, even ever all the doubts people have had, like, it doesn't fucking matter. Like, I'm gonna be fine. And I'm not mad at Kyle. I'm not mad at this boy. I'm gonna be okay through all of this. It's just a lot to go through, and it doesn't matter who it is. People are hurting, and people are really, really hurting and going through shit and suffering, and you just don't realize it. And to show love to anyone, that's all people are begging for in this life, is love. Everyone just is hurt in life, and everyone just wants to feel a little bit of love from someone. And I don't hate Kyle. I love Kyle. Like, I love him, and I want to film a lot happier videos, and I just want you guys to have some perspective on what I've been going through. And, like, I'm fucking sorry for cheating on Kyle. I know it wasn't right. I know I'm a horrible person for doing that. I'm sorry for everything. Okay, I've not been happy, and I've made a lot of dumb choices, but I love you guys, okay? I'm sorry. I'm sorry to Kyle if this video hurts you, and I'm sorry to just anyone this hurts. That's not my intention. Love you guys so much, and I thank you for all your support, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully there will be a lot less tears, and thank you for listening to me, because for so long I feel like no one has and no one's ever seen the real Kaden with emotion, and I've hidden myself away from a lot of people, and I'm sorry, but all we can do is just hope for the best and try better tomorrow, right? I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video.